whatever it is, you know, I mean, and that's what society says, this is how you find somebody, you know, go to a bar, or go join a club, or find this. And the thing that we forget about, you know, is we're supposed to ask God for all good gifts. So pray about it. I mean, it's a very basic thing, you know. Put a candle and say, God, help me find my spouse, help me, whoever that is. You know, your priest, serve them on the oven. You mentioned St. John. This is what we made me think of this, is I know my wife had been suggested, some people had told her, send alms to St. John in San Francisco and have them serve them on the oven to help her find a spouse. I mean, and you have to think of the kind of incredible circumstances, just that for us, one example, how we really met. You know, Father Gregory grew up with his current wife, but I had no idea who she was. I was in my 30s, already in seminary, and I was kind of getting to the point of, well, if I got to the end of seminary and I hadn't found a wife, well, then maybe I was supposed to be a monk. I mean, I wasn't really what I thought I wanted to do, but I guess I wasn't completely against it either. And the first year of seminary, some friends conspired to introduce the two of us, whereas Anya had come to visit the seminary regularly while her brother was in seminary, but he graduated 12 years before me? Yeah, I mean, long before me. And so she hadn't come to visit Jordanville for a number of years. She was living down in Washington, D.C., and she just happened to have finished her master's degree and kind of had a moment break, and for whatever reason decided, I'm going to go visit Jordanville. And it was Благовещение. It was Annunciation weekend. So she's like, "Oh, come up for the night services." So that was when we met, and it was horrible at first beginning. We hardly talked to each other, and it didn't work out at all. But it ended up working out in the end. So I guess what I'm saying is, in something like this, we have to put our faith in God. That if we seek. And, you know, it says in the gospel reading that's read at some of the others, of, you know, if God gives good gifts, and He does this to all His creatures, you know, you do it to your own children, then God can do it even better to you as your Heavenly Father. So you know, ask God to help in this process. I mean, if you really want a spiritual partner, then you need to take the, you know, pursue the spiritual path to try and find that.